Morning everyone, hope you're all well. Just making a brew. I slept like dog shit last night, so I'm really tired and I feel a little bit grumpy. So I'm going to put some music on, have a dance and maybe have a little workout and then start my day again because I feel next level stroppy and the world don't want to see that, so gonna have a boogie. Got to start with like a little armsy warm up. Feeling better already. Just good to have a dance. It's got city. I feel better now. We're gonna save you, so don't you try to save it anymore. Hello. I thought I would get you to join me in embarking on putting my face on, and then you can see how uninterested people do it. So I'm cat sitting at the moment, so I'm not in my own house. I just wash my face with soap and water. And usually I'd use Imperial Leather because I like the smell. Leather? Imperial Leather. I like the smell. But I picked up whatever's on the side. It could be used for some kind of fungal toe infection for all I know, but now it's on my face. So every day I wash my face with soap and water because I don't understand these face washes. I found some cream on the side that doesn't belong to me, so I put that on my face. Again, could be used for bumhole, it's probably anus hole in disguise, but we'll find out. So, from watching Queer Eye, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I'm in a bit of a state at the moment. I probably should get some cream to sort this out because I'm not looking very pretty, but I have a kind heart, so, and a very bubbly personality. That's what you say to ugly people, isn't it? You've got a very bubbly personality. I've heard that a lot in my life. I saw on Queer Eye that you're meant to use brushes when you put foundation on and not your hands, which who knew? At the moment I only use Collection 2000 makeup. I'm not convinced that it's vegan. So when this lot runs out I'm gonna invest. I hate spending money on makeup because I don't care about it, but I will pay extra for the vegan one. I was gonna say for the vegans. Do it for the vegans. So I put some of this on my face in places that look ugly because I believe that's what you're meant to do. I'm gonna get so much abuse for this, but bring it on. Bought these from Primark because Jonathan from Queer Eye told me to. I mean, it works no different to me using my hand, but if it keeps him happy, just need in the mirror. And then I sort of rub it all over my face. I'm really enjoying cat sitting. They are absolutely adorable. Every morning I make a cup of tea and little Alfie comes and sits on my lap and I think about what I'm going to do with my day. It's Thursday today, which means it's vlog day, which is why I filmed this video, obviously. Oh, look at that ugly little ghost. Perfect. Then I put on foundation. This one is actually vegan. It's Revolution Pro. Probably the wrong colour. I only bought it because my friends told me to. Every time I go into a makeup shop I feel really intimidated. They're like, what are you looking for? And I'm like, well, this is the one that my friends wear, so can I wear that please? Because I don't know what I'm doing. I look horrible. Also, I took this out of their girls' room, but I'm kind of into it. I feel like I've got this like Cyndi Lauper vibe going on today. What's that? Oh no, wrong song. Girls just wanna and some gorgeous earrings. I've got concealer all over my face. And then this drops out, so I usually just like, I don't know if that's right either. The point I'm trying to get at Is makeup shit? I feel like we spend too much time doing makeup. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm bloody amazed by these videos that I see, absolute transformations, but I just want to sort of chuck it on and get on with my day, you know? I actually see it as a massive chore doing my makeup. Black eyes gone. That fucking time too. Walking around looking like some full-on young woman. I'm taking Nanny Pat to the hospital today. She's got another eye checkup. I'm hoping it's not 3 bloody hours long today because I have got to go to the library. This is the only drawback of using the library, is that you have to take your books back. And then I've got to go and find something to wear because it's my baby girl's hen do this weekend and I'm a bridesmaid for her. Is that right? Who cares? Again, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Make a habit out of that, eh? And then this again is collection 2000. Nothing nice, the lid's fallen off and broken. None of these colours quite match, so I just get over it. I'll be back. This takes a lot of concentration. I feel like eyebrows are so pointless. What do? Is it to like block out rainwater when you're in the rain? Sweat beads? I don't drip from my head, so I'd have been happy without them. But I've got them now. I'm bored of doing this already. Just want to go and play. Oh, come on. I want to go and cuddle my cat. Also, buzzing that the sun's out this morning. Every morning I've been waking up and opening the curtains like, nope, another day of darkness. I've got so many mirrors in here. Which is ironic because there's not a mirror in the whole of the house. Strange. Right, that's started to look like an eyebrow, so I'm going to leave that one because I'm bored shitless. I feel like there was this like big day at school where all the girls my age got taught how to do makeup and I was off sick, and I've been suffering for it ever since. That's what it feels like. It's way too dark, you can see that a mile away, but my nan's not going to judge me, is she? And if anyone from the public judges me, then they can bun themselves, I don't care. Oh God, are they eyebrows? Just don't care. Most of the time I wouldn't even bother wearing makeup, whether I'm going out in public or not, but it's only because it's my nan. She thinks that I'm like an unemployed, you know, layabout, so I don't want to look like one as well. Keeps telling me to get a real job. Thank you, Nanny. Okay. Eyeliner, collection 2000. Would have thank it. I honestly believe that I look better without makeup. Genuinely, I hate putting it on, I hate wearing it, and I think I look better without it. I don't mind that I have no eyeballs. Definition, collection 2000. If they're not vegan, then I don't want anyone feeling inspired to go and buy this. It's bad, bad people. I only buy it because it's cheap and I'm a peasant. But some of these brands, like 30 bob on a mascara, no thank you, sir. I can get 4 cocktails with that. More than 4. Me and maths have a very stringent relationship. Right, when you get piss off, I'm bored. I haven't had breakfast yet. I think I'm gonna have peanut butter on toast. I've been doing this this app, like this calorie counting app, and it says that I should have 1,200 calories a day, which I just think is like unrealistic and unachievable. I'm a growing girl. Why? But I've been doing that and it's proven rather difficult. So I'm lying to the app, like I'll have a snack and I'll be like, oh, I won't tell her. Like as if the app cares. But anyway, I weighed myself because these, the family, the house I'm staying at, they have scales and we've not had working scales in our house for years. And also I'm like an advocate of not weighing myself. This has been contouring. Again, I don't know what I'm meant to do here. I just pile it on. Someone said something to me about a tea once, so I like do that. Boring. Yeah, so I weighed myself and I was like way more than I've seen myself in a really long time. And I know I'm happy and that's why it's happened, which is fab news. But I do feel a little bit porky at the moment, so doing this app. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. I haven't been including the wine that I've been drinking, so that could get bad. I'm gonna wait myself again. Seems to be saying more than I weighed last time. But maybe it's because I haven't had my morning poo. I'll do that. Bye friends, thank you for being with me on this journey. Just remember you may as well not wear makeup because it's boring. I just don't see the point in spending money on something that you then take off your face. It's like paying for art that evaporates, like Banksy's. Ooh, that was dramatic. So, slightly different setting this week because I'm cat sitting, and this is the only room in the house that had any light in it, although it's really showing up how rough I look. But we can get over that. Who gives a hoot? So I thought I'd give a little catch up on what I've been up to. It's been a busy little bean. Obviously my website's up. I'm so excited. It's literally my love child. I mean, mine and Abby's love child. Can I just say a massive, massive thank you to Abby for doing my website for me. It looks beautiful. I did do a little bit, but she laid the foundations. Incredible woman. Thank you. So that went up. Very exciting. On the subject of foundations, also, me and my mate Ellen and my mate Leanne are gonna go and watch Kate Nash in June, and I'm so excited. Honestly, all my teenage dreams have come true. I can't wait. Can't stop listening to Kate Nash either, so shame. What have I been doing? 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 So I've got Crohn's disease. I've had it since I was 15. It was really hard at the time. I was in college trying to do my A levels, can't remember, but it totally buggered up my ability to do well in college. I did come out with a couple of A levels, I think. Not that anyone's ever bloody asked, but yeah, and it's not affected me since. I used to have injections for Crohn's. So every 2 weeks I used to have to self-inject in my stomach, like a pen, like an EpiPen. But I was petrified of doing it because they hurt more than anything I've ever experienced in the world. It's like having a million coils fitted. And it was only 10 seconds, but it was agony. So I went to see a therapist and everything to see if they could get me over the fear, but it just felt like self-harm to me. It was so painful. So my dad used to do it, and it was such a mess. It was like this hour-and-a-half long scenario just for a 10-second injection. He used to chase me around the house like a speared warrior. And he absolutely loved doing it because he could just see like the pure turmoil in my eyes. And then they took out a preservative and no pain. Nuts. Literally didn't hurt at all. And then I was chasing Dad around the house with it. Bitch, how'd you like that? So I was on these injections for a long time, and then I got put into hospital with a really bad kidney infection because basically Crohn's, I don't really know what Crohn's is, but it's like your immune system works too hard, I think, and it thinks that good tissue is bad, so it attacks it, I think, and gives you inflammation. So yeah, it kept it under control for ages, but because these injections suppress your immune system, they also let in all the illnesses. I had tonsillitis that turned into a week trip in hospital. I got a bladder infection that turned into a kidney abscess, and I was in there for 2 weeks in hospital. and like a cold would turn into some dead out man flu. It just, everything hit so hard. So after my kidney admission, I was really pissed off. I had the right arse about that, being stuck in hospital for 2 weeks. After week 1, I'm fully digressing. After week 1, I was sat there with my bag, all packed, ready to go, because they said I was leaving that day. And matey came over and I was like, so, when am I off? And he was like, I'm afraid we've decided you need to stay for another week. And oh my god, the scenes at Frimley Park that day, I was howling. They put me in a side room in the end because I was such a disaster. I've never seen that side of myself before, and I pray that I never see it again, but I was a demon. I used to sit in my side room and I'd hear all the doctors come in and I'd be like, come in. And they'd all be like creeping around the door and I'm like, what bullshit have you got to tell me today? Go on then. Horrible piece of work. But a lot of miscommunication there, it did wind me up. Anyway, so after the kidney infection, they took me off of the immune suppressants because that shit was killing me. And then I haven't had any medication since, and that was over a year ago, so there is some crazy shit going on in there, and I'm totally in remission. I feel like now I've said it out loud, I fully jinxed myself, and I'm probably going to get the shits in the next hour. But yeah, nuts. Where was I going with that? Why am I telling you all about my Crohn's? Oh yeah, so the people who look after me at Frimley Park, I sent an email saying that, because when I went travelling, I wrote a blog about travelling with these injections, because when I was going travelling, I couldn't find any information anywhere about it. And these injections have to be kept at fridge temperature constantly, so pretty tricky when you're travelling around Asia, but I did it, managed. Sorry, I ran out of storage there just as I was getting to my point, and now I can't put the camera back where it was. I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, so I made it through travelling, amazing. Only a couple of gripes really. I had one time when there was a power cut and I was getting a flight to Japan the next day, so I couldn't freeze my ice blocks, and me and Frankie had to go and find a big hotel, and I ran in there like, hello, do you have a freezer? And they were like, yeah. So anyway, we sat in there for hours, fine. And it taught me you have to put a lot of faith in the world, because like in India, mate would be like, yeah, I know a freezer, and off he'd go with my freezer blocks on his moped, and then I'll be like, okay, well I'm gonna have to get a flight home, and then a few days later he'd come back, being kept them at the supermarket, and no one ever let me down, and it just shows you've got to have a little bit of faith in humanity. Anyway, so I sent this blog. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Hello. I sent this blog to the people who look after me at Frimley Park, and I said I've got a lovely little website now, so if you ever want to direct any patients towards it to have a read, it's quite a specific blog, but that's what I needed. So yeah, and she came back to me and she said, will you be free for the next support group, because they're talking about setting up a website and maybe they'd like to feature a blog. And I was like, yeah, perfect. And given any opportunity to talk about my bowels, I will always take it. Your gal loves talking about poo. And then she came back to me and she said, would you mind talking a little bit about your blog? And I was like, hold the phone, honey. Public speaking fear. So anyway, I'm going to give you a little talk about my blog. What's the worst that can happen? In my opinion, if I shit myself, at least I'm around people with Crohn's and they'll be like, happens to me, yeah. You know, they'll get it. It's not like when I'm with my mates and I do it and they're like, you're atrocious. It does happen. So that's exciting. Get to go and talk about poo. I think Crohn's is something that I'm going to touch upon a bit more going forwards, because as much as it doesn't really affect me, I am one of the really lucky ones. People always say to me, oh, can you like not eat certain foods, or are you not allowed to drink? And I mean, I'm sat there necking wine and eating a whole ring of chorizo. So I am very lucky, and I'm not under any false pretense that it's not going to flare up at some point. It always does. No one should kid themselves that they're cured just because it's been a little while, which it has. But yeah, I feel like being the open, daft, gross person that I am, I could be a really good person to talk to about Crohn's-y related things. So I will be touching upon that a lot more, I think. So yeah, that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed my little makeup tutorial earlier. My teeth don't look very clean. This isn't great light, to be honest. I don't know what great light is. I've only just started doing this. What was I cracking on about? Oh yeah, my little makeup thing. And I know it's ironic because I'm wearing makeup, but I literally never do. And I never do my hair either, as you can tell. I've got this like right angle. Cute. Yes, I think it's very, very important to find the courage to not wear makeup every now and then. Even just like dabble, have a little dabble. Go to Co-op without your face on. Nothing dramatic will happen, I promise you. It makes me sad that girls always feel like, shit, I haven't got my face on, I can't go out. Who cares? If anyone's judging you, then they're a total dung beetle. The only person that's judging you is yourself. I feel so much better without makeup on. And then I can rub my eyes loads, and you know when you see galaxies. Oh, love that. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm off to Cardiff tomorrow to go and see my little Laura. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye. Just before I go, I'd like to introduce you to Alfie. He's my little friend that I'm looking at. Oh, wow. So sociable. What a beautiful day. Look at it out there. I'm going to do some admin jobs and then I'm going to go for a walk, I think. I don't have a clue where I am, but I'll be fine. Say bye, that was really rude. Right.